If you run a retail jewelry store today, stocking trendy inventory is no longer enough to keep your doors open. You are competing against the hyper-personalized experiences of massive e-commerce brands and every other local jeweler in your city. To stand out, you need a systematic approach to how you handle every customer interaction. Today, we are going to build a 5-step sales and retention playbook designed to upgrade your customer experience and boost your average order value. Before we start, make sure you have your baseline requirements: an active physical or online storefront, your current inventory, and a staff ready to learn. This playbook moves your business toward a proactive strategy for acquiring and retaining a base of lifelong clients. Step 1 starts at the display case. You need to train your staff to move beyond naming the stone. Instead, teach them to explain the cultural and geological story of the gem. When your sales team can explain exactly why a Zambian emerald differs from a Colombian one, or why specific trace elements create a ruby's exact hue, they build emotional value around the piece. The second half of this initial pitch addresses the buyer's wallet. Your staff should explicitly frame gold and diamonds as financial investments. According to survey data, 48% of buyers strongly agree, and 19% agree they buy jewelry primarily as an investment. When you consider nearly 70% of your customers are already in an investment mindset, you give hesitant buyers the logical justification they need to accept a premium price point. Mastering this specific pitch changes the buyer's internal calculation. That necklace represents a tangible, high-value asset they can track and appreciate over time. Step 2 requires a physical audit of your space. Upgrade your showroom with focused, bright lighting and arrange your collections by thematic styling rather than just organizing them by item type. This applies to your digital spaces too. You must mandate the use of high-resolution professional photography and implement augmented reality try-on tools to lower purchase anxiety for online buyers. Step 3 addresses the single biggest point of friction in the entire buying journey: the lack of pricing transparency at the counter. You have to implement a strict operational change. Standardize your sales pitches so your staff clearly and voluntarily discloses metal purity, whether a diamond is mined or lab-grown, and the exact rate per gram metric. This diagram illustrates the kind of transparent billing modern buyers demand. Survey data shows that consumers actively scrutinize making charges before purchasing and heavily insist on checking detailed line items on their bills afterward. Hiding these costs kills trust and ultimately loses the sale. Providing radical transparency upfront removes friction and secures long-term loyalty from educated consumers. Step 4 is the styling cross-sell. You need to shift your sales team's approach away from pushing a single isolated piece of metal and instead train them to consult on an entire cohesive look. Instruct your staff to master and demonstrate specific fashion techniques, showing customers exactly how to layer multiple necklaces or stack complementary rings and bracelets. For example, if a client decides to buy an emerald pendant, your staff should automatically suggest a set of plain gold studs, showing the customer how the two pieces complete a unified aesthetic. By suggesting complementary items based on a core purchase, you naturally increase your average order value without making the customer feel like they are being subjected to high-pressure sales tactics. Implementing styling advice empowers frontline staff to operate as expert fashion consultants, earning the client's trust through specialized knowledge. Step 5 is the post-sale retention loop. This begins by establishing a standard of heirloom quality assurance for every piece that leaves your store. At the point of sale, mandate immediate giveaways. Hand the customer a complimentary care kit and provide a written guarantee offering lifetime cleaning and polishing services. Next, capture their data and configure automated email workflows. Target these customers with specific discounts and reminders timed exactly to their upcoming birthdays and anniversaries. To bring your loyalty members back through the doors, create exclusive jewelry refresh events where they can bring their existing collections in for professional care. Offering these post-sale services guarantees recurring foot traffic. Every time a past client returns for a cleaning, you secure valuable face-to-face time to showcase your newest inventory. You now have a fully assembled 5-step sales and retention playbook ready to deploy. With this playbook, your store provides a combination of transparency and personalization that distinguishes your brand as a source for true heirloom experiences. Your next step is immediate. Schedule a 30-minute training session with your floor staff today to review the origin pitch and mandate pricing transparency. When you empower your team with concrete data and a transparent framework, you build lasting trust with your buyers. That is how you turn one-time shoppers into repeat clients and guarantee sustainable profitability.